What up? It's your boy Chaotic One, and I am back with another one, another reaction. Tonight, we reacting to Beanie Sigel and how he feel about what Dame Dash said. You ready to get into it? Then let's do this.
Yeah. I know Dame, he said he was hurt when you chose Jay over him.
I was more bothered when Beans chose to go with Jay. That one hurt because I done a lot and prepared. I chose State Property over Rockware, and I wanted to just roll out with State Property. But it almost like he tricked Beans to shelf him, and he fucked his life up to me doing that. But I had him. You know what I mean? Like that was my new Jay.
Um, yeah, I saw that clip. I really didn't understand it because I didn't make a choice. I didn't choose between Jay or Dame. I just stayed neutral in that situation and I voiced that.
I definitely remember him saying at the time that that whole situation was happening, he was saying that he was mutual in it, but he did more lean towards Jay. Let's just be real, because that's where he ended up at. Dame ain't gonna lie about that part. You know what I mean?
Numerous of times, Dame actually came and got me when I got out of prison. And we was on a tour bus and they was interviewing me. And they asked me then and there on a bus. Now I'm just getting out of prison. Like he at the jail picked me up. And they posed that question that I was, or made the statement that I was going to be with Dame Dash Music Group. And I said then that I didn't want to make that choice between Jay or Dame. I just wanted to stay neutral. So I saw the clip. And Dame made the statement that, Jay ruined my life. But I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way. I'm here. James said he had a lot of plans. He had a lot, that he was going to do, but I never got those conversations. So it's hard for me to, agree with that because, I mean, if you had all those things that you said in place and that you was going to do and you wanted to do, it wasn't relayed to me. Like, I know if I got something for somebody, I'm be like, look, this what we going to do. I got this lined up. I got this set up. After we do this, we going to do this. We going to do that. But I never got that conversation. So, and maybe he did have all those things, but he didn't share them with me.
So he never spoke to you about the plans he had for you. Because he said that he liked the State Property clothing line over Rockaware. And it sounds like he feel like he could have made that clothing line bigger than Rockaware. So
At one point, it was when we wasn't broke up, when it was together. State Property was surpassing Rockaware, but the conversations that I had with Dame about that, it wasn't the conversations like how he stated it in the interview. Or I might not remember. But to my recollection, yeah, we never had those conversations. I believe if we had those conversations, I believe I would have rolled with Dame. I'd have rocked with Dame. Yeah, if Dame set me down and he had a plan, regardless what the plan was, and mapped it out like this was going to do, the smartest decision at that time for me would have rolled with Dame because Dame was more accessible than Jay was. Dame was in the office every day. You could talk to Dame. You know what I mean? Dame used to come and chill on the block in South Philly. You know what I mean? Dame pull up in Biggs at Mom Duke's spot. So Yeah, I think if we would have sat and he would have showed me and explained to me, our business plan and what we was going to do, that would have been an easy decision, business wise, to rock out with Dang.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm just gonna personally say, like, for me, I think that I feel like he would have had a better opportunity to rock out with Dame. See what ended up happening with most of them cats that was, caught up in that whole divide and that split. Of course, everybody was gonna go with Jay because Jay at that time looked at more of the prominent person, considering where he was headed to and what he was planning on doing. Um, as far as business wise, you see where he at now and the moves he made. Now, some of his moves was questionable in my opinion, but hey, that's just me. That's another whole nother video. But we're talking about Beanie Siegel. I do feel like I don't think Jay necessarily ruined his life, but I don't think that Jay had Beanie's best interest at hand. I do believe that the energy that was generated around Beanie Siegel was strictly Dame Dash. I believe that the outside of Jay making great hits, um, Dame had their best interest. You know what I mean? I know some people probably gonna disagree with me or whatever to say that Dame was this and Dame was that, but I mean, if you really think about it, Dame was a waymaker. He made ways. He I would almost guarantee you that the level of success they ended up attaining, he had a lot to do with making sure it went in the right direction. Now, somewhere along that lines, maybe him and Jay decided that, they own different paths because as the money started rolling in, Dame did get a little bit more flashy and flamboyant, whereas Jay-Z was more low key. But when it was all said and done, we can't sleep on the fact that the moves that was being made, from the shoes being sold to the deals that was garnered across the board, Dame had a lot to do with that. That's why we had the infamous video of him snapping in a board meeting when Jay-Z went behind his back and set up that meeting. Now, see, Dame was snapping in the best interest of his artist, not knowing that his artist had already pulled the plug and was backdooring it. You see what I'm saying? And like I always say in these videos, Dame ain't the best person and done some of the best things, but business wise, only reason why Dame ain't prospering now is because I feel like Jay might have probably blackballed him from anybody who got real paper to deal with him. You know what I mean? And he set that stage for that, because I feel like Dame could have maybe went through the breakup and grew as a person and changed and been better. And then he would have been a better CEO. It was just like everybody had it out for him. So, they already felt like he had to go. And it's unfortunate, it just happens. You know, um, I would say that if Dame had them same plugs now, he would make a lot more things happen. But we got to remember he's independently doing what he's doing because it's already been set in stone for nobody to deal with him. So that's why every artist that was caught up in that time, in that era between that split, decided to go with Jay-Z because they felt like that was going to be a better choice because Jay was the bigger artist. He was big, he was this and that, and going up, even higher. So why not be under that? But in my opinion, I feel like they all failed to realize that Jay didn't give a damn about none of them. Jay gave a damn about him. And I don't, y'all could debate with me all day, and it's clear and evident to me, Jay is about Jay. It ain't even about Dame being this person that was loud, flamboyant, and everything. I think Jay mentally is about Jay. And that's what it's always been. And I think that's what the move was. I think that Dame, because I always debate with people and say that Dame already had labels and dealing with labels because he had original flavor. They was signed. They was actually signed to a major deal. So he already had plugs, and I'm quite sure Jay knew that. That's why he chose to go with him. The word I think I want to use is opportunist. Jay-Z is definitely an opportunist. Look at the situations and the people that he's encountering, and look how it always ends. And that's just my personal opinion, and that's allegedly, but I have a right to feel how I feel about that individual, and his money uh is not going to secure the personality. So y'all can get up out my face with that. Oh, he paid, he got more money than you and all that. Don't nobody care about that. You know what I mean? Like, he had to definitely sell something, and it might have been a little bit of his soul to be where he's at. But hey, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about it? Do you think that Dame would have been a better choice for Beanie Siegel to go with at the time of the Rockefeller split? I personally think he would have been, because we see what ended up happening with Jay. Jay pretty much, like he said, shelved him. Now, ruining his life, I don't think he ruined his life, but he definitely didn't put no energy behind Beans, and he blocked him and stopped him from getting deals with other labels like 50 Cent and all that. So come on, man. That's Jay. I told y'all. Jay's a selfish hater. But yo, I'm your boy Chaotic One. This is the KMHP TV YouTube channel. If you like anything that you see or hear, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and make sure it turns black so you'll get notified every time that we drop videos like this one. You feel what I'm saying? So until the next video, I'm going to holler at y'all.